You can catch me right now on the Big Fish podcast with A Bucket of Jake. Please check it out. It was an absolutely fantastic conversation I had with the man, and I hope I get to go back again. So please, if you watch it, maybe he'll ask me to ramble again. What
What
score did
the
he give it?
fuck?
What score did he give it? I forgot.
You gave it a 5 out of 10. So for those who just like,
So I'm just gonna ramble a little bit. I have a piece of paper with all the notes that I'd like to go over, just for a quick update video. Nothing really crazy. Figured I've been on YouTube since December 2018. 2019. December 2019 or September 2019. So I figured I would make a 1-year update, and it's the beginning of 2021, so I figured we could cover that as well. See what my plans are going forward, and yeah, just thank you guys. Get you guys up to date with what's going on, what the plan is. So my first thing is thank you so much, everyone who subscribed. It's kind of crazy. I remember doing the planning like a 50 subscriber video and a 100 subscriber video, and I know it's cliche to thank you guys for that kind of a thing, I guess, but thank you for giving me attention. I don't really do like a call to action or anything in any of my videos because I don't want to insult your intelligence. I feel like you guys know if you want to stick around, so I try not to do that. Every single thing on YouTube says to do that, though. Like if you look at how to be a YouTuber, everyone's gonna say, "Oh, you gotta tell them. You gotta do the call to action." I'm probably not gonna do that. I'm probably never gonna do that. I hope, but I'll try. I'll try not to do that. And that's just also because I don't think subscribers are a great metric to really measure the quality of your content. I know my content isn't great, but I hope people think it's genuine. But I think views are just more important. You know, like the subscriber number is nice. It means people saw something that they liked. But I'm more, as opposed to 1,700 subscribers, I'm more excited for 500 views on a video, just because that means that it's good, people stuck around more, and yeah, that kind of thing. I don't think subscribers are that important, not you specifically, just I don't think that number is more important than people actually watching the video, because that's me making something that someone else was like, "Oh, I'm glad I spent my time on that." New videos. So getting into like the year updates. I have some ideas for some new videos, new art discussions, which I think are going to be really exciting and fun, and ones that I'm really excited to do, just because I'm going to be watching and reading and listening to these things anyways, you know. So it's cool to like put all my thoughts and opinions into a piece of work that somewhat consistently shows how I felt about that work. So I'm gonna keep doing those because I'm gonna be reading and listening to those things anyways. So it's just a fun thing to do. But I also have other ideas, like I want to have a series where I talk about things I don't like, because art discussions are exclusively things that I really like, and I'd like to do a little thing where I just talk about the absolute garbage I come across, because I come across a lot. And just like most people, I don't think I'm special or anything in finding these things. I think plenty of people do this, but I think it's fun. And there's a lot of things people don't talk about, which I think is strange. There's just things out there like, I'm trying to think of a recent example. Let me look at the channel, because the last couple things I've done have been highly talked about. I think like Mouse and Opal. But yeah, there's just a lot of things that people don't talk about that I think really should be talked about. Not like because they're important or anything, but just because they deserve a conversation, if even from a little tiny YouTuber. and hopefully more uploads. I want to do 2 a month. My last year's resolution was 1 a month, and I think I only missed 1 month. I think November was the only month that I really missed. So I wanna try to do 2 a month. I don't want to promise that. I'm just going to try. Because that sounds like a lot of work. I think that's in another section, but fuck it, we'll go over it here. I only really am able to work on these on the weekend. I have a full-time job, like most functioning adults. And yeah, so I just work on it when I get the opportunity to. My hours are a little weird at my job. They're not conventional 9 to 5. So it's not really easy to just come home and start working on something. I have a fiance and whatnot who wants some of my time as well. And sometimes you just come home from a weekend and you just don't want to do shit, and it's really hard to get. I sit at a desk all day at my job, so it's kind of tough to if something's already recorded and researched and I have nothing more that I think really needs to be added to it. It's really hard to come home from a week of at a desk and then sit back down here at my desk and just do more work. And I love editing. Editing is so much fun, and it's a real creative outlet for me, I think. It's not the big creative outlet I think I get from doing YouTube, but it is fun. But it's just it's one of those things where it's tough to wrestle with sometimes. But I want to challenge that. I want to edit more because I enjoy it, and it gets more stuff out there. And that's kind of what I want to do. Like, I just want to get more stuff out there. I want to have some sort of footprint out there, because I don't know. I just don't want to consume all the time. I want to have something out there. Quality. I got a couple targets here for quality. I think my quality is notoriously not that great, and that's okay. I think a couple videos are allowed to be shitty, as long as I mean well and I have something to say. But with that being said, I do have a lot of work to do. As pointed out, majoritively, like I think mostly it's most obvious on the Everywhere at the End of Time video. Like, God, that video is so bad. Just my choices, my dumb fucking choices for the audio in that video. Like, holding this microphone was the worst idea I think I've ever had in my life. Oh my lord, it just fucked that video up. I do want to do, a lot of people suggested actually doing like a remaster of that video. I think that'd be really funny to do, maybe for like a 10,000 subscriber thing. That'll be something I do, is I just go through that video and just fuck around with Sony Vegas again until the audio isn't fucking garbage. I don't know if that's possible though, because there's a lot of, like, it's not just a volume thing, it's not just a gain thing, it's also like I'm handling the microphone like a caveman and just winging my arms around, and there's a lot of handling, like noise and static and whatnot. So maybe at 10,000 I'll give that a shot. We'll see. Comfortable on camera is a note I had down here, and I think in a lot of the videos you'll see out, like even right now, I think I'm a little quieter maybe than I usually would be, and it's not because I'm uncomfortable on camera. It's just that I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't have a cadence, I guess, that works really well on camera, and so I don't want to be like, I don't know. I want to make it to where it's understandable, because I have a tendency to ramble. And talk about things that nobody wants to hear. And so I really tightly script my videos, because I think that's the only way I'm going to stay on track. If I don't read that script and I just fucking go off on some wild direction, it's going to be awful. And no one's going to learn anything because 15 minutes into it, they're going to be like, okay, I get it. You talk about lace for 2 minutes. It's cool. But you don't need to keep talking about it. So yeah, I'm not uncomfortable. I'm trying really hard to not go off on a stupid tangent. And I have to work on that. I have to work on that a lot. I think just having a good cadence and talking, presenting, understanding that I'm presenting you something. I'm not just fucking, if I wanted to just go off on a tangent, I'd start a podcast. That was a fucking tangent is what it was. And then just pacing. I think in the editing process, I have a lot of work to do. There's a YouTuber that I don't. So if you watch Quentin reviews, right? However you feel about him, your personal opinion on the guy, his videos are very well paced. He's able to go from like a headshot to whatever to like some slideshow thing that is good. You know, it's paced well and you don't feel like you're being jerked around. And I want to try and learn that because I think keeping my face on camera all the time is it's not what I want to be. You know, I don't want to be, oh, let's go watch Jazz sit down and talk about things. I want to put together a good video that's interesting and or entertaining to watch. So I think that's something I have to work on a lot. And I am. I'm watching stuff and I'm taking notes on channels that I think do a really good job at it. Other future channels and projects. I do have another channel. It's just maybe I'll link it. I don't know. It's just a bunch of junk, you know. It's like old PUBG clips, but I do want to start putting like maybe not a podcast. I feel like a podcast at this point is kind of corny, but I do want to put something on there where I'm just rambling, where I'm allowed to just ramble. And I have some other ideas for other series that would absolutely not fit on this channel, I don't think. Like just weird art things, like just experiments that I don't have the room for at all. My room is like, that's pretty much it, is what you see back there. My girlfriend has a desk right over there, and yeah, there's just not enough room for everything I really want to do over there. So nothing's really going to happen on that, but it is there, and I do have other ideas. I want to try and make music. We'll see how that goes. I am tone deaf, so yeah. But yeah, if you care, if that's something you'd be interested in, sub over there, and one day I'll get to it. And then I guess personal life is one note I had on here. I don't really think that's super important. I don't want to get too personal in my videos. Like, I'm not a super interesting guy. Like, if you want to learn more about me, there's a podcast where I talk about myself. I'd be happy to do other podcasts if other people are interested. I thought it was a lot of fun. But you know, I don't want to have that here. Maybe on the second channel of their podcast. I don't want to have that here. But with that being said, I think 2021 is going to be a bomber year for me. I think it's just going to be rough. I have a lot of like future plans that are going to be happening this year. I don't know. I'm moving like all the way across the country pretty much, and I just think that's going to be a stressful thing. And I'm going to still keep trying to do at least one video a month, but definitely not two during the moving process. And then the time it's going to take to get all that set up, it's going to be a nightmare, I think. And then I'm going to have to do a lot of work when I get there. So I'm going to try and get some done early, but I don't know. I'm just letting you guys know. It might be a little bit slow in the later half of this year, and I apologize. But I have some good ideas, so maybe I'll be able to get them done and schedule them out like a month or two in advance. My channel isn't super topical, so I'm not super worried about that. Just figured let you know. If you don't hear from me for a little bit, I didn't pass on. I didn't go to the great beyond. I'm just dealing with this life thing. And I guess the last thing I really want to talk about is YouTube Corner. YouTube Corner's gone. I don't want to do it anymore. It's not that I want to be able to. I don't think I have the platform really to be telling people to subscribe to other YouTubers. As fun as I think it is, and as much as I really love everyone that I put, as much as I love the content of everyone that I put at the end of my videos, it just started to feel a little name droppy to me. Like, I don't want to be, just putting YouTubers' names in my videos. I think it's like, isn't that so annoying when you're watching a YouTube channel and they're just like, hey, this guy is, I was talking to this guy the other day, and this is the guy I was watching the other day, and it's just like they're only talking about these giant YouTubers. It's like, okay, we get it. So I don't want that to be the impression at the end of every single one of my videos is, oh, this guy's just fucking name dropping some 500,000 subscriber YouTube channel for I don't know, the name recognition or something. With that being said, though, today's YouTube Corner is Vince Vintage. He has 1,000 YouTube subscribers, and it's fucking criminal. Every day I look at his channel, I go, how the fuck do I have more subscribers than this guy? So please, if you've made it this far, please go watch Vince Vintage's channel. It's fantastic. But yeah. So I'm just not going to be doing that anymore. Like, I was thinking, I started a playlist where it's like, what am I watching right now? And that's probably a better gauge of how I actually view YouTube. Like, I like YouTubers and whatnot, but really I'm looking for good videos, So, and, but yeah, that's about it, I think. I would like to do like a Q&A thing, because that's not absolutely contrived. But yeah, if you guys have suggestions or if you have any questions, put them in the comments. I would be happy to answer them maybe once every few months, and just, I don't know, have some actual dialogue going here, because I'm maybe the worst community leader ever. Like, I'm not a leader at all. I just do what I want. I have no desire to have a bunch of people following me around, and I don't think if I did, I would be able to gauge what would be the most responsible thing to do with those people. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that came from or what I was talking about originally. If you have any questions or suggestions for the channel, leave them below, and I would love to answer them every couple months. See ya.